The craze. I know it's dark in here, but you know what? I kinda like it. Hold seriousness. I'm one of those people who loves to make people laugh. And you know what? Some people find it funny, and some people think, well, it's stupid, or I'm doing something literally that does not make sense. There's no point to it, and he's like, dude, stop it. But you know, I gotta make myself laugh too every once in a while. So there was a lot of people around there, you know, who was really touched by and was really moved, not to mention affected by the death of Robin Williams. And I did a tribute a while back. There is this one deal. Okay, there were two voices that I always loved to copy. One was the genie, and the other one was Mrs. Doubtfire. Well, I went behind one of my former workers here in this town, in the town of Dawson, and I did the Mrs. Doubtfire voice, and I would like to show you how it is. There was a guy on the Graham Norton show a while back. I think it was in 2008, if memory serves correct. His name is Gary, and he could do really good impersonation of Mrs. Doubtfire. So he's like, Graham Norton looks at him and he's like, okay, Gary. Okay, Gary's an electrician, if anyone's looking. Go, Gary, your impersonation of Mrs. Doubtfire. And then he looked right at him, and I was like, okay, I want to impersonate this. So I went up to my good friend, and I did this. I was like, no, you did it wrong. It's like, this is how you're supposed to do it. It's like, hello, dear. I'm a hippo granny who can beep-bop, dance to your drop, and yo-yo make a wicked cup of cocoa. And I always had some troubles doing that, but then I just made people go like, whoa! He did that pretty good! And I always love impersonating some of the things from Mrs. Doubtfire. Like one of my favorites is when they do the calls, you know, when he did his voices, when Robin did his voices before he brought up Mrs. Doubtfire, which was really funny. I love it where it's like, he was like, I did the calls and it was like, where are you? I was in a band, and I listen, are your children well behaved, or do they need some smack-arounds every now and then? Yes, my name is Ingerman, and I'd like to know how many kids you have. 2 kids, no boys. Oh, boys. I don't do the boys, because I used to be one. And then it's like, all of a sudden it's like, hello? Layla, get back in your cell. Don't make me get the hose. Hello? And all of a sudden he was like, it was at that point a lot of people were like, what? Hey, what did he do? And then I love that he gets the next phone call. He's like, I want job. Do you speak English? I want job. I'm sorry, the position is filled. And it's like, and then all of a sudden afterward he gets right to the part where he's like, let's go in for the kill. And he dials it in, and he's like, she picks up the phone, and it's like, hello? Hello. I'm calling on the ad I read in this morning's paper, and I was wondering if you were in need of a nanny. Oh, yes. And I was wondering how many children you had. Oh, 2 little darlings. Oh, the beautiful prince and all. Oh, I like cooking. They have one rule. As long as the children get nice clean bellies, and so must get their homework done, and the rooms must be clean. That's my rule. I hope it's not too hot for you. Oh, that's splendid, dear. And then it gets to the part is like, name. My name? I thought I gave it to you, dear. Doubtfire. What? Doubtfire, dear? Mrs. Doubtfire. Bye-bye. Ta-ta. Showtime. And then he comes in here, and then he's wearing the wig, and he's like, could you make me a woman? I'm so happy. I knew you would understand. And it was really, really funny when he did his interview the first time, when he comes into that place and he does his interviews. He's like, what do you do? He's like, I do voices. Like, I do voices. Yeah. We come to this planet searching for intelligent life. We made a mistake. Oh, sorry. I'm happy to be in America. I want to get a green card. Hey, that's you. Don't make me slap you, sweetheart. He's over there. Hey, boss, she doesn't know anything about it. And he's like, here you go. And then I actually laughed really badly when he's like, I can do a very good impersonation of a hot dog. It was like, awkward. And then we get into the genie. I love the genie, but before we get into the genie, there was one more scene I love about the Mrs. Doubtfire. He lost his mask. His mask gets flattened. So he goes into the kitchen and he opens up the refrigerator. Then he goes in and he takes out a pie. Then all of a sudden she comes in there and he puts his face in the pie and he's like, "Doo!" And she's like, "Ah!" She's like, "Oh, sorry, dear. I must look like a yeti in this mask." And it was like, I couldn't believe that she fell for that. That was really, really funny. And now we get into the genie. Now the first thing that is that genie doesn't appear right away. But the funny thing about it is that Robin plays two people. He plays the peddler and he plays the genie. And he does like a bunch of different things, which is really, really fun. So anyways, crap. Okay, I'm going to have to call this cut for that, and I'm going to start it again. Okay? Bye.